Hello, Yoshi. And hello, everyone. We're going to be getting into Final Fantasy 14 here. Wow, YouTube delay is still so crazy to me. But let's pause those real quick. And now we can get into it. Can't hear the game at all. Yeah, I think the game is... It's just very quiet where it is. I don't want to turn it up because it's going to, like, kill everyone. Once you do hear the sounds. But yeah, it should get louder here in a second. I wish I had the game sound mixer on this, but we can turn it up just for a little bit. We could also... Ooh. How's it going, Gus? No, let's not. So, I'm on a different data center than I have ever played. We're on the Primal data center, Exodus. Is it morning? It is morning here. 10:30 in the morning for me. Exodus is what you guys had said to play on, right? Yes, Exodus. Sweet. So, we'll make a character on Exodus. I played on Aether Cactuar before. And I don't know what we want to play. What do we want to play here? So we've got all sorts of different things that we can do. There's an active PvP. Yeah, PvP is probably better than it was when I played. But want to be bunny girl, bunny boy, big old cat boy, lizard girl, big boy, cat girl, cat boy. Not playing as a potato. Sorry about it. Do you have a subscription? Total days subscribed 930. Yeah. They're lizards to me. I don't understand any of the lore, so that's what we're here to find out about. I don't think we really find out about the lore of certain characters, but or certain races, but I'm bad with lore. They just look like lizards. Yeah, 930 days subscribed. It's just been playing, man. I've been paying for it since whatever 930 days ago was. I've played it a lot at one point, but elf boy, elf girl, human. What do you guys think we should do? In mine that I played before, I got a cat girl. Because cat girls are cool. They look the best. I'm sorry, but a lot of the men's clothing in this game absolutely sucks. So it's kind of fun to play as the girl because they have better clothing. But you're saying Hrothgar? Why are we're not playing furry over there, Yoshi? What are you talking about? Are they, I haven't paid attention to any of the Dawn Trail stuff. Are they bringing female Hrothgar yet? That is 100% a furry. What are you talking about? This is, full-blown furry right here. This is half-blown furry. Full-blown furry. Yeah, but helmets suck for Hrothgars, and they also suck for these as well. Majority of them, anyways. Majority of the helmets. Because they decided that ears can't just clip through things, and so they decided, no, you just can't wear helmets. Really weird. Just hide the helmets. Yeah, I usually do that anyways. I like seeing my character's face when we spend a lot of time on it. So, Gus just said not elf. That's it. Lalafels are terrible. How do you guys feel about Lalafels? I was thinking Dragon Boy. Or we could do Ro. You're a male Aura. Bunny is a female Makote. That's what I played as before. Bunny should play as a female bunny, though. But I think she said she didn't have Endwalker, right? Do you need Endwalker? No, Shadowbringers? You need something. You are an aura, and you're voting against it. What do you mean? You need to not vote against what I should be. Could go Catboy, too. I played as Catgirl last time. I could play as Catboy this time. Hrothgar is not cool. And I'm probably going to be playing DPS because you play tank. I could play tank too, though. I don't know. Does it seem very tanky? Very DPS-y? Be a Hrothgar dancer? That would be pretty cool. The betrayal? What do you mean the betrayal? Dude, let's just go Catboy. I think we go Catboy. I wanted to do Dragon Boy, but you already said you're Dragon Boy. So, we'll do Catboy. I rolled a dice and it landed on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to do Cat now. The dice wins. Alright. Self-proclaimed Seekers of the Sun are the diurnal clan of the Makote race. I'm probably butchering how you say that, by the way. Absolutely butchering. But their preference for the warm light of day pervades all aspects of their culture, as is apparent in their devout reverence for Azima, the Warden, Keeper of the Sun, and Goddess of Inquiry. Starting attributes don't actually matter in this game. It's pronounced like Mikot. There's no A at the end? I think it's like Miko Te. Miko Te. Or Miko T. Migo T. It's silent. Okay. Mikot. We're going with it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand any of it. Are we moon or sun? This is like playing Pokemon all over again. Sun or moon? I like Solgaleo more than Lunala. Moon looks cool. Going for it. Taking it. Height. How tall are you? 66 inches. That's not tall at all. We're going to go 68 inches? 72 is 6 foot. What do you mean? We can't even get to 5'8"? I mean, we are 5'8". Good Lord. We're small. Little boys. Alright. Tail. Let's go with like a poofy end. They're short by nature. Understandable. Maybe we should have done the dragon people. I want to be tall for once. I played as the small girl before. Maybe I should do one other thing. Let's do this. Sweet. Alright. So tail length, I really don't care about any of this. I'm not one to... Being tall gives a very funny looking run animation. It's a little immersion breaking. Really. I've never played as a tall character in this game. I've only ever played Catgirl. I take that back. I first played as Bunny Girl, which is tall. Bunny Girl is super tall. What? Can you look over here, bud? Hello? Alright. Not really a fan of whatever's going on here. Going with that face. The other one sucked. Skin color. I'm a little white, as you guys can tell. How much is tall in this game? Tall, I think that Aura was like 80-something inches, and we're like 60-something inches. So it's like quite a bit taller than us. We'll get to one of the main cities, and I'll like go over someone. Oh, really? One of the mouse buttons drags his gaze? Hello? Over here? Oh, hey, I remember this button. Forgot I have a third, fourth button on my mouse. That's my control button. I was wondering how I did that. What hair are we going for? I guess I'll look right at you. What hair do I have right now? I used to have long hair in real life, but now I don't. Huh. I was thinking short hair of some, but I don't really like the way these look. Looks cooler in the picture. The middle part one is neat. Son of a goodness. Which one are we talking about? Middle part. This, no, that's not a middle part. Middle part. Nope. Middle part. You talking this one? No, that's not a middle part. It's separated in the front. This one. This one? Separated in the front? I'm so bad with anything hair-wise. Yes. Alright, let's go with that one. What do we want our hair color to be? Red hair? Black hair with red highlights? Red hair. Red highlights? Red hair. Blue hair. Red hair? Blue hair? Black hair? Yellow hair? A light blue with darker blue highlights. Light blue with darker blue highlights. Talking like that? Whoops. Moon guy needs light hair. So like that? Is that good? Once we make this... have I ever shown you guys my actual character? I'm dying over here. She has this color hair. Jaw. Alright, so I'm very blind, but I can barely tell these differences. We're just gonna go with one. Eye shape. Four? Sure. Iris size? Small? Large? I don't know. All this is too much. What color eyes should our cat have? Should we have him like yellow eyes? Blue eyes? I've got blue eyes. That's cool. Orange eyes. It's like that. Would you say that's orange? Poor Gus can only see about half of this chart here. Is that pretty good orange? Yeah, cool. Eyebrows, type... Oof, that's yucky. Man, can there not be, like, ones that go along the outer side of that eyeball? Nose. Oh, I don't really care about nose. Can we just get to the game already? Mouth. Wait. One's not bad. Yeah, sure, one. Lip color, probably just leave it alone. Unless, do we need to change the lip color for anything? Facial features. Ooh, we can give ourselves a little bit of a beard. I can't grow that in real life, so it'd be my little fantasy character. I want to get that Anakin Skywalker scar. Nah, don't need any of those. Face paint. We don't have anything. I don't think we need face paint either. I think we're good without the face paint. Voice. Alright, now this is important because we hear this guy all the time. That was a little quiet. Anakin's scar canonically comes from slipping in a bathtub. I didn't know that. Maybe I should slip in my bathtub. I've always wanted that scar since I was a kid, and I don't know why. Are we thinking this one? Because I think you go... Yeah, it just gets deeper. Well, I guess not deeper. Alright, sounds good, Yoshi. See you soon. Alright, we're going with it. Sweet. Confirm. Save appearance data. Yep. Right here. Yep. Okay. So now we have to, figure out when I was born. Has no effect on gameplay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sweet. We're just gonna go with 1, 1. And then I always went with, I don't know which one I went with. I think I went with this one, the God of Time, just because God of Time sounded cool. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so now what do we want to play? This is the big thing. What do we want to play? Do we want to play a tank, a DPS, or a healer? And I think it's not healer. That's the answer so far. Not healer, okay? I really like tanks. That's what I played. I played as Paladin, which is Gladiator right here. This is what I played before. I actually had started as Lancer, though. Lancer's really cool. Turns into a cool Dragoon. Warrior. This is Marauder. Turns into Warrior. Pugilist turns into Monk. Dragoon. Bard. Warrior. Paladin. And there's some other ones in the game that I think we might turn into later, but you can't start them. So Conjurer is White Mage. So this is your healer. Thaumaturge is Black Mage. That's your DPS. Arcanist is one that's different than the rest. It has 2 different paths you can go. So you can either go Scholar or Summoner. Scholar is healer. Summoner is DPS. Tank is cool. You have an interesting backstory then because you're a moon-aligned cat, so you're not really a tank-style character. So you're saying we should be a tank? Be a marauder? So, if that's the case, then it would be cool to do Dark Knight. There's a Dark Knight later on. And since we're the moon cat, we have that Dark Knight going. Sure? We can start this way. So the cool thing about this game is you can change to any of these. So you're not actually locked in. Once you hit level 15, you can play as all of them. And then the DLC ones you just get later on. Leviathan is your starting world? No, select another. What am I... You must either wait for this restriction to be lifted or create another character on another world. Oh no! The one that we want! Oh no. What a deal. Well, where'd you go on Leviathan then? It's still the same data center, so it doesn't matter. Alright, watch this. Great name. Came up with it myself. Oxygen. Wouldn't have guessed. It has nothing to do with any of the naming conventions of the cats, which all have that apostrophe in them. World is currently full. Players in queue 13. Uh-oh. You guys, have you ever played this game before? This is typical, by the way. It does... Final Fantasy XIV does batch entry. So, like, it gets a couple of people together and then all puts them in at one time. I've only seen it played by a friend. It's a really fun game. It's one that I would recommend. And the cool thing about it is it's free all the way up to Stormblood. So you can play completely free for a very long time. I would say 1,000 hours of content if you were to actually spend time on everything. All for free. Completely free. It's wild. Of course, I've been paying for it for a very long time, so I don't get the free anymore, but that's okay. Never paid attention to the story, though. So that's what this whole journey is paying attention to the story. So then we can do Dawn Trail when it comes out, which is the new one, and we'll pay attention to that story and actually know what's going on. Let me know how the game sound is for you. And I can turn it up if it's not loud enough. Now that we're actually in the game. Are you alright, lad? I completely missed that. Oh, what's going on, pirate boy? Grizzled passenger. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to stuff than others. See, and we ain't too far from Vilbrin now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Or might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Lamensa is still a fair way off. In case you are wondering, seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Huh. Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddlin's me trade. You know, so I have beaten the game, of course. Never paid attention to the story, but like I had to go to certain characters, so I know characters already. It's really strange to replay this and see certain characters already that I didn't realize were already introduced at this time. I thought they were introduced later. So now I can almost see foreshadowing. It's really, really strange. Ah, smell the salty breeze, or sea breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you are one of them adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call a living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days especially. What was it that first attached you to it? Power. We're gonna be the strongest of them all. Power, as in our power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Hey, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in an adventuring business. Once we make port, you'd best sign yourself up at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Limps is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe or even sling a spell, you should seek 'em out about seeing one. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead. That's a fact. Yeah, we're not gonna die, dude. Don't worry. We'll go through this whole game not dying once. We're gonna die a bunch. Alright, what's going on here? So the cool thing with this game also is whatever ships off the starboard bow, pirate colors. Whichever character you chose at the beginning, class, there's 3 different starting scenes. Pirates, bloody hells. Those cannons sound too weak. Alright, we'll turn it up. The game is really quiet right now, by the way. Even in my headphones, it's super quiet. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship? Fly. Oh my god. On a ship flying Leminson colors. Bastards either have boatloads of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out. O cannon range and no buccaneers or barkle catch this flighty temper. Once the winds are her sails. I wish I could read. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. Them pirates gave up the chase. We must close to port. Set up on deck and have us a look, shall we? I wonder if I have the settings. If I have the sound turned down, would make sense because I probably turned it down to listen to music while I played some of the Savage battles the last time I ever played. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Laminsa? No. Thought not. But I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journeyed itinerant to appraise you of the current state of affairs. The guy caught you having a nightmare and now you're best buddies. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. He seemed like he was pretty lonely. Even though there's a whole lot of people here on the ship. He acted like Only 2 other people on the ship were those 2 just hanging out. Limsa Laminsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swillin' buccaneer herself. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen that locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. At long last and ho. I think I read that wrong. Behold Limsa Laminsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty, and beloved of Limlane, goddess of navigation. So I hope I unplugged my mouse and that the buttons work. We'll see right when we get in here, but... well, we might not be able to see. I don't know. Oh, man. There's so many things we've got to redo because I'm not playing on my character.
Amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by the way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. We saved him? I'm already not paying attention to this story? Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. What? Didn't he just say he owes us?
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
So some great backstory on this game. We're playing ARR, A Realm Reborn. Because the original Final Fantasy XIV was atrocious, I heard, and they completely scrapped it. So the guy that's now like the main person developing it, the director or whatever, I don't know what they're called, he scrapped the original Final Fantasy XIV, and they basically remade it completely and called it A Realm Reborn. And so there was actually story that happened before this. But you don't really get to know about it because they scrapped it all. Even though it was in play for a while. And so certain people that played the original one have like a title from that original one. And they're the only ones to have it. And then I think they have like a cheaper price that they pay for the game too. Really cool. Lots of cool things. Hey, you there! Hey, I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all of the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off a boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Laminza's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. Alright. Welcome to Limsa Laminza, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands. The rough-cut diamonds of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Alright. Follow the instructions. When you are ready, proceed. Yeah. Alright. That's already wrong. Because I do this. So we gotta go in here. Alright. So, kind of strange that it doesn't just keep my system stuff from the other game. Let's go sound and settings, though. Yeah, master volume's way down. So now tell me if I need to turn it down over here. I think I do. Let's go down like that. How's everything now? Spatial audio? Immerse game pack? Huh. Don't know what that is. Anyways, there's some things that we need to turn on here. Not there. Graphics settings. Not there. I think we're fine. Mouse settings. I think we're fine. Gamepad settings. Theme settings. No, I think we're fine. Okay. No. Apply. Thanks. Okay. So now character configuration? Yes. So, chat mode. Enable direct chat. Skip playback. Item settings. UI settings. I know there's some settings that I need to change. I just don't remember where. Target. Filters, character. Enable clicking on self. That's cool. Display, sharing, cross, custom. No, it's my control settings. I want to know where those are. The general. Camera controls? No, it's the way I move. I want the movement settings. Where do I get that at? I guess I don't remember. I'm terrible at this. Is it keybind? No, definitely not. It's got to be character configuration. Legacy type. No. Yes, that's what we want. I want to just turn my camera with right click and be able to move with my mouse. Yes, that's alright. Seems alright. The sound does. Good. Non-player characters, NPCs offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation points or marks above their head. Alright, so let's try out my mouse. Nope. Nope, nope. Okay. Nope. Nope, nope. Mouse does not want to work. That's not good. Means I'll have to use this for now until I can figure out the whole mouse problem. I might not have unplugged it. We'll accept this real quick. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss tank and guild. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down the street and speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderin. He's a proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor. The man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You have begun a quest? Yeah. Sweet. We've begun our quest. Limsa Laminza. Nadelica? Natanmo? I don't know that we're around anyone else yet. Cities with lifts, I once went on a city like that. Oh, really? I've never been to a city with a lift like this. Usually, I mean, we have, like, stairs and stuff, but never a lift. Take the crow's lift. I need to probably unplug this, so let me do a be right back real quick. And then I'm going to unplug this mouse and redo it real quick. Hello. Yeah, thanks. I had it muted. The mouse still isn't working. I don't know, I don't know what's going on. It works like a mouse, but it has, so, has these buttons on the side, right? Because it's an MMO mouse, and, the buttons are meant to be the numbers for me, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was able to just basically play with one hand and then move with my other hand, but doesn't look like that's wanting to work, so that kind of sucks, which I don't need it right now. We don't have enough that it really matters, but still kind of sucks. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? Huh, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Badaron. And this most hospitable of Ulstries is the Drownin' Wench. 'Tis also the home of the Venturers Guild here in Limsa. That's what we've got a desk specially for, handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks o' whelps like yourself than whittling the throats o' me regulars. Venturers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. Hey, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories, too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks that saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on the tale actually goes. On how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an ard night on the ale. Can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This God's damned calamity-spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. Won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a goal flying in front of the sun. All ye see in your minds is just shadows set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd goal. It's what this got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. That's why any aid we can give to adventurer is effort well spent. What say ye, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? Me thanks to you, and the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer me away for a reason. Oh, but listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Put your scrawl right there. I once went to a city that was divided into the high and low sections, and there was a tower full of lifts to take you between those. It's insane. Was it when I think of a city like that, I think of like a dystopia where like the lower section would be like the lower class citizens and like less wealth down on the lower sections. Oxygen, is it? And a fine name it is. Thanks. Came up with it myself. Congratulations. You're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. Not really. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? Captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently what a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now, hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong bloke. That fine, upstanding young gent is me dear departed grandma's sister, niece's cousin's closest companion. This lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. It was more geography problem. It's a coastal city. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Hey, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard o' me finest ale afore ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, should I hope? Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait o' Merlthor, but that doesn't mean it won't get you on a good pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? This guy speaks so terribly. It's hard to read what he's saying. I wonder if Italy has a lot of towns like that because of, like, how much of the coast it is. Y'all have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a Spado kidnapping, see? And they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Laminsons can be headstrong bunch of bastards. 'Tis true, but given time will grow on ye. Now, where was I? Oh, hey, welcome to Limsa Laminsa, where the sea's as green as the faces o' me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. I'm out of breath from reading. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken your first step as an adventurer in the city of Limsa Laminsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Battering Ten Fingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Alright. Main scenario quests. Yeah, they look like this. And then main side objectives look like this. And then side quests look like this. So you don't need to do these. These are just extra lore bits. This is what you're after. And then blue ones as well. So, first things first, we're a novice. Weird thing is you don't automatically go into the novice. There's like a whole novice section here, the novice network, where people will help you out. You don't automatically get to go in there. Kind of strange. You get to go in there automatically when you're a returner, though. But hey, I'm a sprout for the first time in forever. Let's see. I want to try something here. Do I have... I wish the sound wouldn't leave the game when I did this, but... Okay, I don't have anything. Sweet. I did not mind, but you pointed at something there. The camera blocks the minimap. Is there anything important there? Oh. Wonder where we should put it. Should we put the camera, like, right here? Or maybe over the chat, so, we don't have... any, like, crazy things be said on the chat? Like that, maybe? You think that's better, Gus? And I pointed right there. You can't see it. Hold on. Transition. There we go. Is that better? So, right there. There's a little thing. Should be changed to now. I forget that I have the two screen set up, the transition, so that I can change stuff before it's even shown. When I see one, trust me when I say you'd be better off having a chat with all the folk here before you start wandering the city. Okay. So we gotta talk to people here first. We have mail. Wonder why I have so much mail. Alright, let's talk to Baderon then. What I wanted to look up, though, and then I got upset because... Mouse button's not working. Yeah, there we go. I think I need to re-download the Logitech gaming software and probably update the drivers on my mouse. Sweet. Alright, that's what I was looking at, but we'll be fine for now. Baderon, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Let's do it. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks what'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of a great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. It's an aetherite, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it doesn't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor on all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker and you can say, why is me coin purse so light? Have a word with Swozblate. Instead, he's the head of the Merchants Guild, by the way. There we go. Give him this old octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few tricks for swinging that edge splitter of yours. Okay, got all that, lad? Seeing them 3 tasks take you on a little jaunt around the city, and help you work out what everything is. Now I've best get going. Run along. Bugger it. There it goes, sending you off without telling you some crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of my memory. I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road while you're out. If you happen to pass any poor sods that look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of Woe Alyssane. Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninya over yonder's been casting glances at you since we waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? Hey, you're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folks can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you've the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lads as bare as the title have some fine advice for them. What are you just starting out in the profession? And that, my lad, is how you go about become a legend among adventurers. Hello. How are you? Must have overheard him, huh? This guy probably talks real loud. Who knows, though? Yeah, he just gives us stuff. Doesn't even know who we are. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest making a name by speaking with Ninya. Really? Alright. Sweet. Let's talk to the smith here. As one of the smiths, I provide guidance for those just starting out on the path of the adventurer. For the present, I suggest you learn the way around the city, endeavor with which Badarin shall no doubt wish to aid you. Okay? Ninya. A veteran adventurer has some information that might be of interest to you. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I have some information that might help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa Laminsa is a busy port, and not all the merchant that blows in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skeynrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs, take them to Aldskiff at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Okay, so we need to go down. So let's go down. Okay, never mind. The guy doing squats on the back. Oh, yeah, in the back. Yeah, over here. Hey, he's just working hard. Or hardly working. What am I... Oh, gotta talk to this guy. Okay, hello. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below. The Crow's Lift is ready when you are. Okay, the game really forces you to do certain things in the beginning. What a wild time this is. Just let me do what I want to do. Sanctuaries. Crescent moon icon will appear at the bottom right of your experience bar. Gives you a rested bonus. All experience earned through battle crafting and will be benefit by the resting bonus will increase by 50%. Okay. Cool. So we get this, a bar will appear here and you get 50% more. On some objects, you will encounter objects with which you can interact simply by approaching and then right-clicking. Oh, here's the herbs. Hello? Herb. 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 Oh, so here's all other players now. We finally get to see other people. Anis Shumafu. And then here's Aldskiff. Hello. Yes, I am Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. Yep, right here. Hand over. Handing over items. Sweet. Yet, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Althic lavender, common enough export from Limsa Laminsa. In fact, these probably spilled from the crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Earth Shard and Potion. Using items. Yeah, you never use these, pretty much. All items with recast timers. Yep, sweet. Look at all these people. Look, that's another noob over there. That guy's not a noob, but he spends money. This guy's showing off his cool weapon. That guy is too. Sweet. But you can see it gets really crowded. Lots of things going on here. Alright. What's a tune? There's minions, which I love. They were like my favorite part of the game. And then mounts as well. Also my favorite part of the game. Loved the mounts. Ah, another novice adventurer. A Bataran has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sundamal. Sundhimal, yep. One of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you've expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement, as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Return learned. You attune with the Aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. Okay, that was our number 9 here, or number minus. I don't need this. Let's remove that. Sprint I like to have here, but if I do that, does that work? No, it does not. Okay. Spell return can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any MP to be accessed by selecting return. Yep. Only one home point may be set at any time. Yep. This is probably where we'll set our first home point, is Limsa, but we'll find out here in a bit. Don't really want to set anything yet. Look at this guy. He's a pimp. Asuka Suzaku. What a cool name. Where are we going? Swazblade. Fine evening to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Bataran. Whatever could it... Ah, my octant, by the navigator. Must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells' worth of intoxicated memories. I'm most grateful to have it back. The tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant. It is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek. You need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all of your potions and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. This guy first tells you how the city is full of ruffians and backstabbers, then hands you a precious item for you to deliver to someone. Yeah, we're a trusted type, you know? We don't look like a ruffian. We have a big, unsharpened axe on our back, but we're no ruffian. So we gotta go around. I don't know if we can touch these yet. Ooh, nice, we can. Mooncats never steal. No, never, can't. We are perfect. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Ethernet shards. I'm probably saying that wrong. It could be Ethernet. But I think it's Ethernet. I don't know. Summoning bell. This is kind of cool. I don't have any retainers yet, but you can get retainers. This guy looks like a Power Ranger. That's cool. Whoops. Don't know how that happened. That was weird. It right-clicked, like it actually right-clicked the, just main screen. Very strange. Okay, we need to go to the Marauders Guild, which is up here. I think it's, like, right there. But how do we get there properly? I don't know. I think Aether is just an old-fashioned way of writing ether. Okay, so it is ether. Ether, right. Only those sun cats ever steal. Moon cats are better than everyone else. Also, like, Control 1 is terrible to do. And, with the mouse not working, that's not good at all. So we'll have to move that to, like, Shift or something. I don't know. Shift 1? Man, I'm just not good at pressing the keys up at the top. Or you write this funny AE for ether. How did you even do that? That's really cool. I've seen that before, but I've never known how to do it. Here we go. Radish Rude Ball. Sucks to be you, buddy. Kanjan Kid Bam Bam. I like looking at people's names, like what they come up with. A lot of people come up with like really cool names. Alright, visit the Marauders Guild. We're almost there. We've probably missed like 17 Ethernet shards, but that's alright. We'll attune here. And then we can talk to our guy here. Hello, Lathada. Ho there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth swinging needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade that can make short work of a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lad? Then why don't I give you the short version of the guild's found in history, and we can go from there. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run afoul of a storm or worse, it only makes sense that the cruise carpenter to carry an axe on board. Hey, it all started with shipbuilding and ship repair. What, am I boring you? As I was saying, any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe was perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the marauder begin to take shape, especially among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper ways to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits, and that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. But once the Galadon Accord was signed to unite the Maelstrom and the pirates against Limsa's enemy, the whole game changed. The Accord itself was a dismal failure, of course, but the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of an axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors who had sought to use their martial prowess for good of society. If mastering the axe is your heart's desire, then you'll find no better arena in which to practice your swings. Think it over, then let me know if you fancy joining our ranks. I have a feeling I'll be seeing more of you soon, lad. Alright. Marauders Guild down. We talked to you. Let's talk to you again. You decided to swing an axe with the Marauders then. Accept. Alright then, all that needs doing now is to speak with the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple. I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Wern Zoen's his name. Put some steel in your spine or look the other way. I didn't read the rest because I clicked the damn left click button. Wern Zoen. What's going on, buddy? I need to take a drink. Yes, I'm Wern Zoen. Wern Zoen? I don't know. Axe Master, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blothada. But once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild? I like your character, a tank with a big axe. Yeah, I'm prepared for carnage. Yeah, small character with big axe. Sweet. Very well, your name. Attend to me well then, Oxy. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own. Cutting is overrated. Crush them with the sheer weight of your axe. That's pretty cool, too. Use the back side of the axe, because not all of them are double-sided. Like, this guy's axe there's no sharp edge to it. He's just using a hammer, basically. Your stand now is a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straight away into combat as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleeding, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Limsa Lominsa. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each character have fallen to your blade. Alright. So now we get to go that direction, but I think we go do close to home first. Which actually, I think our quickest way to do close to home is actually to do... yeah, we don't have that yet. Oh, our quickest way is probably just run straight, because we're already up here. Okay, we'll do that then. I'm so not used to actually using the keyboard, but that's alright. We'll get it down. Not a problem. Until I redo the drivers on this mouse and make it work. Korea McKinsey attains level 27. Reading the chat. The chat tells us when certain people level up in the same area as you. We need to go to the aft castle thing right here real quick before I forget, because I am going to forget. And I would much rather just have it done and ready. Look at that guy's sword. Character is not that thin, although he is not very tall. This is very true. Sword's so cool. That's the, that's what I want to be, is a Dark Knight. And that's their weapon of choice, is like a big, they're basically like the character from Berserk. I think that's like their whole... Oh, that guy's cool. He had a hat. So he must not be heavy. Yeah, I think our guy's a little small here. Earrings. Do we have... No, we don't. Okay. I was wondering. We might as well put that on. We have 5 mail. Armory chest. Yeah, so I have bought the DLCs. I haven't bought the newest one, but I have the other DLCs, and it helps you level up. Like, gives you an earring that helps with leveling up and stuff. I was wondering if I had it on this character too, but it might just be a one-character thing. I don't know if it's on all characters. Because the main point of this game is actually just to keep one character, and one character does all. Like, you just go back and level up again as a new class. You don't ever really have to make a new character. But since we're redoing the story, I had to make a new character. Which makes me think, I think what we're going to do is just do the story on this character. And then we're going to switch over to my other one to do the DLC. So we'll get as far as mine is. And then we'll switch over to that one and do the DLC. Because I have everything unlocked with that character. Like all the extra mounts and stuff. Unless we just fall in love with this one. Because it's going to be hours and hours of playing with this one. Aw, there you are, Oxy. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ya? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Lominsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now we've got an idea of what's where. You can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lad. Stick with Old Batterin and you'll go far. Okay. Alright, we leveled up until level 3. On to Summerford. We need to be level 4 for that. So, let's go ahead and let's do this quest then. I think we go down, right lift to Bulwark Hall, I think. We have to go down to get out. I don't remember how to get out of this place. That sucks. Limsa Lominsa is very confusing on where to go. But I think we should also go to the mail. Let's go get mail. So we're going to have to look at the map. Press M for map once we get there. M for map, please. Itinerant Moogle? No. Mail. Might be that guy, actually. But I don't think so. Upper decks. Is there mail here? Oh, the upper decks, there is mail. The aft castle. Okay, let's go to the aft castle then. That's where we just were. But to get there, what I want to do is hit up an ether right here that we can use. Let's do control 1 so we can go a little bit faster, please. I know we could just use this one, but I think there's one over here that we can use as well. Which I know this is the very long way of doing this, but we need to get all of these that we can anyways. We might have already actually gotten this one. Shoot. I'm an idiot. We have... Alright, we'll go to the aft castle. Oh, man. Ooh, ugh. There's some people, RPing in the chat here. That's kind of why I covered the chat. Is, there's a lot of people, especially in these main towns, that like ERP or just RP. And, this guy's wings are so cool. That's really cool. I've never seen that before. Really cool. Alright, where were we going? We need to go directly behind us. This way. Control 1. Primate Noctis. Delivery Moogle. Hello. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees. Why, indeed, if I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak dreaming about some beautiful Mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom Koopo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all of that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls were rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one day, or one of you might catch and skin us, like you do with every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we'd known we found our calling, and I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Koopo. Look what we have here. 5 new letters have arrived just for you. Okay. Yeah, those. This is what I wanted right here. Okay. We're going to take that. Sweet, minions. Untradeable items. Unique items. Yeah, I can explain. Minion, use. And then C. Let's put on the Menfina's earrings, please. So these increase experience earned by 30% when level 80 and below. So now we're going to get even more experience. That's what I wanted. And now we got a minion. So minions are here. Minion guide. We can use this. Summon this minion. This is an ugly one. But now we got a wind-up Palom. I don't know who Palom is. Don't know if it's in this game or a different game. If it is in this game, that tells you how much I really paid attention. So, we have a wind-up Palom now. Now, we can get out of here and go to where we need to go. So, how do we get to where we need to go? Click this. Click this. Map. Okay, and that would be, go to the main one, go to the lower decks, and just go out. Okay. So it's funny because it's an RPG game, right? But RP is not really popular. Especially because it can get weird fast. Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of RP that happens. There's like full servers that are basically dedicated to RP on this game. That people make characters just for the RP on those servers. Very strange things to me. But that RP turns into ERP really quickly. And that is what I want to censor. Because there's a lot of times, so like, there's a whisper function in this game. Because it's an MMO, so massive multiplayer. So you can talk to anyone you want. And you can whisper them directly so no one else can see what you're saying. And sometimes they forget to use the whisper function and they just type it into like say, and then everyone sees it. That's when it becomes a problem, because then you're seeing some very, very risque things coming from people. Wonder if I should go and pre-order the... I don't even remember. I think I have this on Steam. I think I am going through the Steam launcher. I don't remember. Mapping the Realms. Middle Lenoska. Okay, here we go. We're finally going to get into battling. Oh, let's, yeah. And achievements. Yes. Here we go. This is the combat. I promise it gets better. But for now, this is all we get. Yeah, and then once you use an item, it's bound to you, so you can't sell it on the auction house, I'm pretty sure. That's what that thing just told us. So you do auto attacks, and then, so like if I just sit here and I attack once, if I don't use one anymore, I do an auto attack. So there is an auto attack, and then everything else is on a GCD, a global cooldown. And so the combat in the beginning of this game really is kind of dookie. Just because of how slow paced it is. Like, I only have one attack. But it picks up really quickly. Okay, we need to go and kill more little ladybugs, please. What are you up to today, Gus? You got any fun plans? I think after this stream, we're gonna do a lot of our Saturday cleaning. Hopefully, a lot of it gets done, and then might stream tonight as well. We'll stream more of this tonight, or something else maybe. I don't know yet. But I am gonna have to get off of here eventually. I think I heard a door open not too long ago. You have an RPG session planned. Did you have that planned last week too? I think you did. So now we have a combo. So now we have a 1-2 punch. Sweet. So combos for the melee, basically like 1, and then you see how it highlights around. Now I hit 2, and it does double or not double damage, but it does, 2.5 times damage. So it usually does 100, and then if you do the combo, it does 250. So yeah, 2.5 times damage if you do the combo. So that's why, in the late games, or in the late late sessions of this, late stages. I did. We do that usually twice a month. It's cool to have it like basically back to back. We have a chain bonus, by the way, so I'm just gonna kind of do it and get to level up for a little bit. And the late stages, it's basically just like a dance with this game of making sure you press the right buttons over and over again. And so like you'll have about 2 minutes worth of rotation. And some classes are lower, some classes are higher. And you basically just do that same rotation over and over again while dodging things. It's a lot of fun. I really don't have to do this, but I just wanted to while we had the thing, but it looks like that went away. So now we can go back home. Okay. Why is it not popping up for me? I want to know why it's not showing on the minimap. It's like directly behind me, but what do I have to do? There's a fate. Fates are cool. And you go this way. Okay, right there. And that line that appears is the aggro, right? Which line are we talking about? Oh, yeah, that line that just popped up? Yeah. Man, what a deal that was. So this is a fate. Basically what fates are just little quests that pop up that everyone around can kind of help you in. And during the fates, you just get a bunch of experience. And you have to do a bunch of fates for certain quests later on. But for now, this is all we have. So it follows the idea that you're a tank, so you want to have aggro, and the other classes want to avoid it. Yeah, exactly. And right now, as a tank, we don't even have our aggro skill yet, so that makes it a little bit harder to keep aggro. Basically, aggro is tanks have a specific skill that gives. It's called enmity, I think is what it's called. Enmity. Basically, aggro. And tanks have a skill that gives like a huge amount of aggro. If you don't have that on, though, aggro is based on damage. So like if the tank dies, it will automatically go to whoever's doing more damage in the moment, or has done more damage to that particular enemy. And so like in those hard battles, endgame wise, a lot of times your best DPS will end up dying if you die, which makes the tank's job that much more crucial. Because, like, the tank can die, but then if that DPS dies as well, then you've probably lost too much DPS, and you won't kill the boss before enrage happens. And then you just lose. So that's cool. Hello, DJ Churro Mace. Do you need help, friend? I feel like he did need help. There we go, and we finished the fate. So you get experience for the fate, and you get money. And later on, you get a whole bunch of other things for doing fates and later ones, but for now, that's all we get. It's definitely very interesting. This game, I think, does a pretty good job of the balance of things. I've appreciated this game for how it plays. I think that what some people are starting to not like about this game, balance-wise, is that every character is starting to feel the same. Which is, like, good because then it makes every class viable, but then at the same time, if everyone's the same, then I guess it doesn't feel as good. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I like things that are just easy. I don't like things that are very difficult. Like, for me, the most difficult character in, or difficult class in this game was the Black Mage, because you had to stay in your ley lines that you place, and basically that means you're stuck in like one specific spot, and all of the bosses in this game like to hit specific spots all the time, so you will pretty much just die if you're trying to stay in your ley lines, but you have to stay in your ley lines if you want to do any sort of DPS as the Black Mage, so it became like a really difficult thing. But the main director, Yoshida, I think I don't know what he's actually called, the main guy for this game, creating it, he plays Black Mage, so if he thinks it's balanced, I guess it's balanced. So we're gonna go turn in this quest. We can go and we can get our main quest now as well. It's a weird situation. Many games have tanks have less DPS than other melee fighters, which makes no sense. Yeah, in this game we're doing a ton less damage, which there are no DPS meters in this game, so you don't really know how much damage you're doing. In here it tells you damage, so like you could actually count this if you wanted. But a lot of people use third-party tools, which are not... Square Enix prohibits third-party tools, so you're not supposed to use them. But, of course, people use them. And tanks, yeah, they deal way less damage. We're talking like tanks will do something like 6,000 and DPS will do 12,000. Those aren't like perfect numbers, but it's basically what it is. Healers and tanks basically do close to the same amount of damage, depending on DPS uptime in this game. Healers are meant to attack in this game, and basically just keep people alive, but attack as much as possible. You shall have this hunting log to aid in the endeavors. Its pages are marked with your opponents suitable for honing your skills. There are, of course, myriad methods by which you might improve your techniques, but when the way forward is not readily apparent, the log provides a reliable source of challenges. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless, such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and the battlefield. The next Marauder crest will be available from Wernzuin upon reaching level 5. Okay, we are level 5. Let's accept the quest. Oxy, you approach me with the Marauder's strides, determined, unswerving, and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased the time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Now, what sets the axe aside from the gladius or the dagger is the raw, unstoppable destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade, and that overwhelming power can only be properly directed by an extraordinary physical strength. Thus, we come to the core of this day's lesson. Such strength as a Marauder that possess is developed through a traditional method passed down through the generations of the guild. A method that you too shall be taught to employ. Present yourself to Braunbear in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further. When I think of a person with full armor and big polearm, I don't think about anything that hits the light. No way a small guy with a cute sword can hit harder. Polearm versus a sword. I think it depends on the type of sword, of course. But yeah, I think for the most part, because polearm you're using two hands, you've got more force, you're using your body with it, whereas a sword you're only using half of your body. Now, of course, if you have a two-handed sword, you got one of those big buster swords, then of course you're going to do probably as much damage as a polearm, I would say. You have a lot more crushing power and slicing power. But yeah, just your normal long sword in one hand, yeah, you're nothing. What time is your RP thing? RPG, RP, whatever you talked about. Your game tonight. Alright, the Axe Master told me you'd be on your way. My name is Braunbear. Good it is to meet a new Marauder. Now we Axe Wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right, our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't use just any old swing. You need to hit the rock just so. Rotgeim, a fellow Marauder, is waiting just outside the Zephyr Gate by the bridge. Over the rogue, she'll tell you how it's done. Okay. We should probably go and collect our main quest as well. This is our... So, this right now that we're doing, this is our class quest. This is not the main quest. And then there's like 13 different classes of damage dealers. Damage slash healing, which is also a damage dealer. And then there's like 13... here, let's just look. So if we go here, classes and jobs. So here's all the classes and jobs. So we've got, this one is a limited job, so we don't count that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 damage dealing jobs. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 crafting and gathering jobs. And you can play all of these on one character, get them up to level 90 with the DLC that's out right now. Which is why I say, once we catch up to my other character, we're going to swap over to that other character. Because I have a lot of these like up in level, and that's going to take way too long to get right back up to level. Way too much. Way too much. So we're just going to play as the Marauder, and then the Dark Knight once we get there. And then we'll just stick with that class. We're not going to deal with anything else. We're just going to play the main story, do the class quests, because they give us good stuff in the class quests, but we're basically just going to do the main story. That's my game plan anyways. I think that's the best way to do it. And then once we catch up to my other character, we'll go and we'll play on that one. Alright, so we need to go to the Aetheryte. Where's Hawker's Alley? Okay, Hawker's Alley is over there. We need to go over here, so let's go to the Limsa Laminsa one. It's a D20 system kind of game. It has some T&D. Yeah, when are you guys doing it, though? I think last week you talked about how there were guns in it, which is pretty cool. People are keen to boycott it because the company behind it does not care about this region. Oh, really? Wizards of the Coast is the company, right? For D&D? Which I've heard Wizards of the Coast has sucked recently. Like, they've done a lot of bad things. Like, basically just over-monetization is what I've heard. There we go. Yeah, I just gave up on translating the game. Oh, that sucks. Especially because you guys don't speak a lot of English over there, right? Like, you are uncommon to have, especially with how well your English is. Okay, so now these guys have like a little thing over their head. That's because they are on our hunting log. And so if we kill everything on our hunting log, we get extra experience. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to kill some of these guys on our hunting log. We forgot to go and get our main quest. That sucks. We should probably go back and do that. But for now, I think we're okay. We'll go and just do this quest real quick and then go and get that one. I've now returned. Sweet. Good to see you, Yoshi. Nintendo is like that in Brazil as well. It does not translate most stuff. That sucks. It's got to be really hard. But then again, like, a lot of your regional pricing is a lot cheaper, right? Like, prices compared to prices in the US are cheaper because your guys' GDP is lower. So I bet that's probably why they don't even want to take the time to translate, because they're not going to make enough money off of it in their minds. At least that's my assumption. It's going well, Yoshi. We have made it not very far. We're basically just leveling up here. Taking on anyone we see. We got my little earring from the DLC, Menfina's earring, because, you know, I bought that a long time ago. And we got our little wind-up palum from the same thing. There was a couple other things that came in, but I didn't grab them for the character. In the mail. We still have 4 other mail things that we could get. Sending, receiving. I don't know what that means. Greetings, lad. Ready to split some stones, are you? I have 3 nice hard rocks for you to build up a sweat on. Don't try nothing fancy now. Just hit them with a good, solid, heavy swing. Okay. Let's go and find these rocks. Solid rocks. Hit him with a heavy swing. Heavy swing. Where's the third rock? Rock? Rock. Heavy swing. Sweet. Come back, brother. We just destroyed those rocks with an axe. That's the way to do it, lad. Now you've got the idea. Why don't you have Adam a little harder with that heavy swing of yours? Hold nothing back. Now games from US and Europe do all right here. Also, Sony games do well, just Nintendo. Which is weird, because you would think Sony would kind of do the same thing that Nintendo does, being as they're both Japanese companies, but I don't understand. Nintendo's weird, though. They've always done weird things compared to everyone else. And a lot of it doesn't make sense what they do. Because you would think, like, even, like, content creation, they make it super hard for people to do content creation. They like to do a lot of copyright strikes, which is so strange, because I've always thought, you know, if I see a streamer play or a YouTuber play a game, and I like the game from watching them, I'm going to go and play it myself. So it's great free advertisement. Makes no sense why they're like that. Hey, I can see you're a natural. Me head's still ringing with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself back to the Axe Master, Wernswin, and let him know you're ready for something harder. Okay, now we have to go back to the Marauders Guild. It's so hard not having a mount. Way hard not having a mount. We're going to be here a long time if you're reading all the dialogue. Yeah, we're only going to do the main quest and the main quest and the class quests, though. So we're not going to be doing a lot of any side content. So it shouldn't be too long or too bad. And once you get past ARR, a lot of it becomes voice acted, so I won't be reading it. It's just ARR that's super difficult. But yes, I am determined to pay attention to the plot this time. That's the whole point of this, is to actually understand what in the world we're doing. Because I've already learned quite a bit just from the start of this. We need to go to the Aft Castle. Let's go to the Aft Castle, because we need to go get our main quest. We've been actually playing the game for an hour and 20 minutes, and we're level 6. So we're not doing too bad, I think. And we are reading everything. Now, you know the bad thing for me is I'm really good at just putting things in my mind and just spitting it right back out and not remembering a dang thing that was just said. So that's not good. But hopefully I can pay attention a little bit here. So let's go ahead and let's grab this main quest. We actually need to talk to the smith, too. So, greetings, I'm one of the smiths, the stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to the new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibility stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on their adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experience in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures. Yeah, so that's this little symbol right here where a new adventurer... Mentors have a cool crown. No one in here has a crown, of course, because we're in, like, this new place. I don't really need to talk to you anymore right now, but you're going to give me some quests here in a little bit. Yeah, we have a sprout. What did I say? I don't know what I said. But yeah, we're a sprout. I haven't been a sprout in years. What is 900 days? Is that 3 years ago? So I haven't been a sprout in 3 years. But I also haven't really played. I played a little bit last year. when I did the raiding, Savage raiding. It had nothing to do with the main story, though. Yeah, man, I've been playing this game for a long time now. Huh. I guess I've had the game for a long time. What is, if we use slash playtime, is it just going to be for this character? It is. Okay. So I've been playing this character for an hour and 23 minutes now. Has the training loosened your muscles and focus? We didn't grab the main quest. God. Okay. And focused your mind, Oxy. An urgent request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster Stead, and I've chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwittingly ejected itself into the next something. As this is your first outing on official Marauder duty, so shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Sulkwib. She awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in your wake. You got it, boss. It's so nice to middle click, and then you can, like, not play with your hands. That's kind of nice. Just the auto walk function. Really like it. Especially in big places like this. I mean, this place is huge. I could have probably Ethernet over here to the aft castle, but that's a lot of work. Did we actually go through the aft castle already? We did, huh? Or the... Where am I? Gosh darn it. I did. Okay, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Also, we are covering the chat with my face because we don't want any ERP to get in. No, never mind. I was going the right way. I'm a stupid idiot. Double idiot. Let's read what this does, though. Grants 3 stacks of Berserk, each stack guaranteeing weapon skill attacks or critical and direct hits. Increases damage dealt when under an effect that raises critical hit rate or direct hit rate. Okay, so basically you use that and then you get 3 crits. Okay, sweet. Sounds good. I like it. Okay, let's talk to you. Let's accept your quest. Still in Limsa, are you? Oh, how'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard. Okay. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that. And as I've been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Okay. So I should have done that before. But now we need to go talk with Sulkwib. Where is Sulkwib at? I think Sulkwib is downstairs. Let's go downstairs. Where's our lift boy? Yeah, they do fish and trade. Yep. This is a big trading city. It's also a big just steal from everyone city. Pirates galore. What we should do is we should do a... They only happen every 2 hours, if I remember correctly. But there's something called ocean fishing in the game. It's really cool. You don't really get much from it, if I remember correctly, other than a cool mount. I have the cool mount. But not on this character, of course. Where do we need to go? Oh, we do need to go to the upper deck? Oh, Sulkwib was up there? What? Oh my god. Why am I so bad at paying attention to things? Alright, we need to go talk to Sulkwib. At least that's an easy one, because the Aethernet's right there. But still. Oh, that guy has the Alpha Legend. That means he's beaten an ultimate. Also, he's carrying the ultimate sword. Ultimates are harder raid tiers than Savage. So it goes like normal, Savage, and then ultimate. Which, to put that into perspective, when I did Savage, it took us 2 months of playing 2 days a week. Was it 2 days a week? 3 days a week, maybe? 2 or 3 days a week. 3-hour sessions. Took us 2 months to complete it. Savage. And then there's a tier above that called Ultimate. That takes even longer to do. Sulkwib is not here, so Sulkwib must be under here. And that guy has beaten the ultimate, and that's why he has that title called the Alpha Legend. There's a bunch of different ultimates, so there's like the Perfect Legend, the Alpha Legend, I think like just the Legend. But yeah, it takes serious dedication. The hardest part about it is that you need 8 people to do it, and getting all 8 people to always be there every single day, and also all 8 people to not mess up. Pretty much in Ultimates, if one person messes up, you have to restart. And so everyone needs to be perfect. And I think that's what makes it the hardest. The hardest part about it, anyways. It seems the farmers need us to clear out the megala crab nest near the Morning Widow in Lower Lanaska. I shall trust you to find your own way there. Just don't forget your axe. Alright. I wouldn't forget my axe. So that's the way that you change classes in this game, is you just change your weapon, and then it changes your class. So if I were to equip like a samurai sword, I'd become a samurai. We'll go to Limsa Laminsa, and then we're going to head out. Oh. It is noon here, so we're probably going to be ending here shortly. You've been sleeping with your axe, you never leave it anywhere. Yeah, probably not. Hey, that guy's from Exodus, but he's selling gold. He's not real. Alright, I think we're going to finish up both of these quests, and then we'll probably call it here for now. I think we're going to play more tonight, but from hearing out in the living room, I think everyone's waking up, and they're all bustling, and it's probably time for me to start making lunch and stuff, cleaning up the house. So I'll do all that, probably hang out, do dinner, and then after dinner is when I'll probably do this again. Where is this at? Lower Lanaska? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Oh. Strange. Okay. So we need to go far away for that. It is really nice to have a day-night cycle that goes off of Eorzea time. I don't know, the game looks really pretty to me. I know a lot of people don't like the graphics because it is from 2011. They've done, you know, a little bit of graphical updates, but not many. This next DLC, I guess is what it's called, expansion, should be doing a full graphical update, which will be nice. Tiny Mandragora. We're going to kill these guys real quick because they're on our bounty board, our hunting log, and that gives us a ton of experience. So if we look at this hunting log over here while I kill these guys. Let's see. Right here, they're going to give us 980 experience for killing the 3 of them, so we're going to level up here. Sweet. And then, boom, level up. Sweet. So now we're level 7. That is your best way to level up early levels, is to do the hunting log. And you'll level up really quickly until you get to like level 15-ish. And then you can start doing dungeons from there, and then dungeons are your best way to level up after that. Of course, none of that really matters to us right now because we're playing through the main quest, but like your secondary characters and stuff, or secondary classes, once you start leveling up a second one, that's your best way of doing things for the ones that start at level 1. Other ones start at different levels, though. Alright, we need to help this guy. Staleworn? Maybe it's Steelworn? I don't know. Ah, you must be an adventurer Badarin promised to send along. Oxygen, wasn't it? You honored his words, so that's a good start. I'm Staleworn, the old bastard, as Badarin likely described me. This here's my humble orchard. A good number of lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, it used to be a crew of my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crews somehow, and Admiral Merlwyb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working in the fields seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Hello. Who are you? All right, nice to meet you. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never look to tend in the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I call in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Oh. Altered thigh boots. Definitely going to go the strength and intelligence here. Or strength and dexterity. My RPG character broke his sword, but is still carrying it because he's too attached to it. Have you read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint? Get your sword, just use magic on it and make it like a magic blade. Put magic on the other side of it. You probably don't have enough mana for that, but you know, you think you could do it. Staleward, owner of the Summerford Farms, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness. Okay, so we need to put that on. So right here, boom, altered thigh boots, because we don't have anything else yet, right? Yeah, we don't have anything. Sweet, but we're level 4 here. Except, I mind to set you a task, Jen, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be the ones that have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. The gear item of level 5? Oh, you dirty Dans. Alright, well, that means we're going to have to do this other one real quick. Is it one about the guy who was reading a novel, then it becomes reality, and there were like gods watching them or whatnot? Yes, that is the one. I am currently reading it on Webtoon right now. But the reason I thought about it was you said broken sword, and like the very beginning of it, he gets a broken sword out of this chest, and then uses like mana to infuse the rest of the blade. It was kind of cool. Which probably happens in a lot of media material that happens, but... Okay, we could go that direction to get to Lower Lanaska. I don't really know what's our quickest way. But I guess we could just go this way and hope for the best. Or we could hit the lower decks, hit the aft castle, and then head out. And I think that's our best way of doing it. Or we could do this fate and then head off after that. And I think that's what we're going to do. Because I'm hearing some... Oh, you see that? The thing on the ground there. So that's how you know an enemy's about to attack you. And so if you just move out of that, they're not going to hurt you. And so, of course, in like the harder content, those just go way quicker than that. But yeah, you just move out before it goes away, and you'll be fine. If it goes away before you move out, you'll still be hit, even if you move out before the animation happens. So basically, it just reads your position based on when it went out, not based on your position when the animation happens. We'll do this because we're getting attacked by too many of these guys all at one time. What's going on, buddy? What class did you pick? We're doing Marauder right now. But we might do... so I'm still in my head about which one we do. Long term. And it's either going to be Dark Knight once we get to Heaven's Ward, or it's going to be Rogue. It's one of the two. I don't want to stick with Marauder, I don't think. You just woke up. My family just did as well. Which I'm probably going to be heading off soon, but then I'll be getting back on here tonight at some point, and we'll play more of this. But I have to go do like lunch and stuff for them, and then do a bit of cleaning, probably do dinner as well, and then after dinner I'll be back on. We might do pretty late into the night. We'll keep playing. Nice. We just did the Fate. I think we're gonna finish up this Megala Crab thing, and then we're gonna head off. Which, I guess we go this way to go and do that. I haven't seen anyone play Rogue yet. Yeah, Rogue turns into Ninja. I think it's called Rogue first. I could be wrong. Let's look. Classes. Rogue. Yep, Rogue. Turns into Ninja. It's a pretty fun class. And then... yeah, it's either that or Dark Knight. The thing is if I want to play through this quickly, because I would like to get to Dawn Trail eventually, I might have to play as tank just for the... I'm about to sneeze. But just for the quick pops in dungeons. So I might have to play tank or healer, but I'm not really a fan of healer. Any idea what time you will be back on? I don't remember where you are, but 7 p.m. Well, either 7 or 8 p.m. Mountain Time, so that'd be like 9 or 10 Eastern. Could be before then as well. Could be 6, but I'm not sure what all we have planned for today. But I'd like to get on and play some more, for sure. Where are we going? We need to go Aft Castle, because we need to go Lower Lanoska. So, yeah, Aft Castle is probably the best bet. And then I think the game plan with this is we're going to play through whatever class we do decide to stick with. We'll play through all those class quests. And then you dislike Dark Knight? Why is that? I love the armor for Dark Knight. I think the armor and weapon is my favorite part of Dark Knight. I really liked that Season 1 PvP armor as well, but of course can't get it now. I don't know what the PvP armor looks like now, but hey, this is a ninja right here. That's a rogue. Healer. Hello. This way. I think I am getting summoned. Why do you dislike Dark Knight? Playing with a Dark Knight as a healer. Without being to talk to them. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, makes sense now. I understand what you were saying. Oh, okay, it was this way then. What? Okay, never mind. Yeah, it can definitely be hard, especially with their ability that basically kills them, and then they can't... oh, man. It's been so long, I don't remember exactly how it works. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, where it's hard to deal with them. Especially with randoms. But being able to talk to them is a whole different thing. Also, I wasn't able to get on Exodus. I might do a world change later, but Exodus was taken when I started, so... I'm still on the same data center as you guys, though. Just went with Leviathan instead. The ability that makes them have to take damage is half impossible to see. Yeah, and then they basically... because they go down to 1, I'm pretty sure. Almost immediately. And then... okay, it's over here. We're going to do this Megala Crab, and then we're going to get off. And then I'm also going to... Rip, is it hard to change worlds? I don't think so. I think you might have to pay for it. I don't remember. I've never changed worlds before. I was always on Cactuar. But we will... I'll do it either way. The thing is so it's not hard for me to change worlds either if I just want to go and visit you guys on Exodus. All I have to do is go to the main Aetheryte in Limsa or any of the main cities and just click change world. And I can go and visit you guys in your world. That's why sometimes you'll see like people with a little flower, and then it will say the server afterwards. Those are just people that are visiting your world. If they have like that pink flower, that means they're not from your world. It's pretty neat. All right, we're gonna go and do this real quick. But yeah, Exodus was the only one that was not available when I started this morning. Which it was available, and then we took so long creating the character that it was no longer available by the end. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming. But we wouldn't be able to run dungeons or anything, would we? I'm not sure how it works. No, we can do everything. There's nothing that we can't do. I could live on your world, basically. We can do dungeons from different worlds. We can make guild. I think that is the only thing we can't do, is be in the same guild. But everything else we can do together. And then, like I said, it would be easy for me to just move this character over as well. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers got him. I told Sigurd not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Oxy. We need to move now. Alright, let's go and kill these Megala crabs. Okay, instance. Sweet. Love instance fights. These ones in the beginning for the tanks are really easy because they like to give you a healer with it. But after that, some of these instance fights can be some of the hardest fights in the game. For sure. You guys don't have the, are you guys subscribed, Bunny? Aw, bugger and shite. Get away from me, you bloody great bastard. Subscribe to Final Fantasy, by the way. You are? Okay. So, because I'm not sure if you can change worlds like I was just talking about without a subscription. I'm paying for it, of course. But I wasn't sure if you could do that without the subscription. Duty commenced. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, yep. Can't use that right now. We'll use this, though. Hey, can you get off my friend, please? Hello, can you get off my friend, please? Hello, I'm a tank, and I would like your enmity, please. There we go. Yes, everyone come to me. And get rid of this whole roll action thing. I really need to update the drivers on the mouse so I don't have to use the keyboard anymore. Using the keyboard is such a nightmare. Oh, Bronbar is here. What? Not Bronbar, Rock Splitter. Okay, use up 3, hit him with the 1-2, should be dead. Okay, we'll hit you with another 1. That means I can come over here with a 2, sweet. Hit him with the combo. You guys are, I guess you said it in Discord, so I should probably remember. But you guys aren't far, so I should be able to catch up pretty quickly. I'm hoping. My friends use keyboard for their abilities. I could never. Yeah, no. There's no way I could use keyboard. I use the Logitech G600. And it has these cool, like, buttons over here. The G600. And then it has a third button over here on the side for, like, your pinky. And so that's control. So there's 12 buttons on the side, and then you use that button for your pinky. And so there's 24 buttons in total. And that's how I play the game, basically, instead of using my hand. Pretty slow with the story. You just got into Heaven's Ward. Okay, that should give me time to catch up. Because I'm just basically going to do the story, and that's it. Story, and then whatever class we decide, we'll do the class story as well. Mine has buttons, too. Yeah, it's the way to go. I can't even play outside no more. What with all these scary monsters about me. About me ma and me dad. They was both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. An aurochs, big as a mountain. But I bet you could beat it. Hey, make it pay for what it did to my folks. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses like Oxy here, who are glad to do just that. All you need to do is head home with your grandpa. You let us worry about the big, nasty bugger. Okay. Consider your first duty a success, Oxy. It's time you headed back as well before Wernzuin begins to worry I've left your corpse for the crabs. Alright, sweet. Fate discovered nearby. Present yourself to Stalwern for inspection. Yeah, we weren't strong enough. He wants us to be a 5. We're a 4. Sucks to suck. We're terrible. I get it. Let's run a little bit faster, though, please. Mossless Goobu. But yeah, I think that my plan is to get, once we get to Endwalker, where I am with my character, my main one, I think I'm going to move back over to that main character. Which, of course, it depends on where you guys are. I might be able to move at data centers as well. Because I think they're coming out with that, where I can move my character data centers. And I can move it over to you guys. But I want to play on that character, so all of what I've done isn't lost. But I want to go through this with this one so that I actually understand the story. What's going on, Kirakai? How are you doing? Alright, control 1. And go. Sweet. There guy's a Palico, that's sweet. Palicos are from Monster Hunter, correct? I completely forget. Oh, that's cool too. Mama Automaton? So strange. So many new things. Or like things that I've never seen before, even if they aren't new. I really like it. Starting 14 soon. Is there anything I should keep in mind? I would say it depends on if you've played MMOs before. Pretty much that this is basically a single player game with MMO aspects. But I would say your biggest thing is don't spend too much time worrying about your class or worrying about making your character perfect, because on one character you can do everything. So don't worry about not picking the right decision in the beginning, because if you're not feeling it, you can always try another class and you can do better that way. Or you might like it better that way. Tanks, DPS, healers, they all play differently, and even each one inside of those all plays differently. So it's good to give them all a chance, and once you hit level 15 for the first time, you can pick from all of the different ones besides the DLC ones, and you can play with them and attempt to see if you like that gameplay style more than other gameplay styles. But I would say, don't worry about feeling like you're stuck being one particular thing. And just have fun, have an open mind. It's a really good game. Also, pay attention to the story. Apparently, data center transfer is a thing now. Yep, I thought so. And I think I heard that data center transfer, so it's been a thing where North America data centers can transfer with North America, Japan, Europe. They can transfer with each other. I think soon you're going to be able to go to like North America data center to Japanese data center. I think that's coming up soon, if they haven't already done it. I'm behind on the times on the news, but I think that's a thing. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that this is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. The beast of which I speak is a known terror in the lands of Lanaska, ever seeking to expand its territory, and that boy's parents were but 2 of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It is a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind, Oxy? Nurture those urges, but do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cry for revenge, then you must grow stronger. Become the raging behemoth this challenge demands. Alright, so we have pants right now, so I think what we should do is probably go chest. Because I think it's going to give us... Ooh, these gloves actually give us more. More defense and magic defense. Oh, head, because we don't have anything on our head. Yeah, we'll do that. Whoops. C for character. Hit up the head. Do that. Now we have an eye patch, but I don't like to display my headgear. But eye patch is cool. We can do that. And then let's swap out to our new bronze war axe. So now we're going to do even more damage. But I think now we're going to call it an episode here. Not an episode, but we're going to call it here for a stream. And when we come back tonight, we are a 5 here. So now we can go and do this this mission. Dressed to call. Present yourself to Stellarin. And then that's where we'll start tonight. I would say I'm probably going to guess, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Mountain Time is my guess. And then we'll play quite a bit tonight because I woke up a little bit later, 8 a.m. So I can go a little bit later tonight. But, yeah. Got to go do lunch, clean up. Got to do a whole bunch of grown-up chores. So, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys tonight. Be really nice. Anyways, peace out, everyone.